And we are live. Welcome, everyone, to There's No Place Like Home's fourth. I think it's our fourth or fifth cabaret. I don't know. But it's our fourth or fifth cabaret. So thank you. This cabaret's theme is Let's Go to the Movies. So our performers have prepared songs made popular by Hollywood. And you're going to get to hear all of that. So a little bit, it could be like musical theater, but you also get to see some of us stray a little bit away from it for a change, which is fun. I'm really excited to introduce to you all your host for this evening, Irina Price. And before she starts, I want to see if I can get them all the things she's been able to do with our group. She was in South Pacific. She directed Picasso at the La Pana Gilles. She's been in The Last Night at Ballyhoo, My Fair Lady. I know there's more.
Fun Home.
Fun Home. And yeah, she's wonderful, and I'm really excited for her to be our host this evening. So take it away, Irina.
Thank you, Tabitha. I'm super excited to be the host for this particular performance because I love movies. I'm one of those people that always collected like movie soundtracks, whether it was the score or whatnot. So, it's really exciting. And I think I'm really just going to go right into introducing our first act. And she's pretty amazing herself. She is the coordinator of everything we have going on here. And I've asked all of our cast members, as I'm going to call them, to tell us their favorite movies. So behind me, you will see a representation of Tabitha's favorite movie, which is La La Land. Tabitha is going to join us singing the trolley song from Meet Me in St. Louis. And she was last seen doing everything, producing our shows, directing our shows, music directing our shows, stage managing them herself, editing them, and then putting away these wonderful cabarets. So, Tabitha, without further ado, it is your turn, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you, Irina. So this song is not from La La Land, but I do love La La Land. This song is from a movie called Meet Me in St. Louis. And while it's not my favorite movie, it's a really special movie to me because it's the first movie musical my dad ever bought me. He's the one that got me into musicals. And when I was 5, he bought me Meet Me in St. Louis, starring Judy Garland. And it's always held a very special place in my heart. So I will be singing the trolley song. With my high starched collar and my high top shoes and my hair piled high upon my head, I went to lose a jolly hour on the trolley and lost my heart instead. With his light brown derby and his bright green tie, he was quite the handsomest of men. I started to yen, so I counted to 10, then I counted to 10 again. Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Zing, zing, zing went my heartstrings. From the moment I saw him, I fell. Chug, chug, chug went the motor. Bump, bump, bump went the brake. Thump, thump, thump went my heartstrings. When he smiled, I could feel the car shake. He tipped his hat and took a seat. He said he hoped he hadn't stepped upon my feet. He asked my name, I held my breath. I couldn't speak because he scared me half to death. Buzz, buzz, buzz went the buzzer. Plop, plop, plop went the wheels. Stop, stop, stop went my heartstrings. As he started to go, then I started to know how it feels when the universe reels. The day was bright, the air was sweet. The son of honeysuckle turned me off my feet. I tried to sing, but couldn't squeak. heartstrings. As he started to leave, I took hold of his sleeve with my hand, and as if it were planned, he stayed on with me, and it was grand just to stand with his hand holding mine till the end of the line. Thank you.
Brava, brava. Thank you, Tabitha. Woo! All right, so we're going to move on to our next, and we're going to display one of his favorite movies. And Tim Price is going to join us singing Unchained Melody from Ghost. Tim was last seen performing in Evermore, performing in our Disney Cabaret, singing Evermore and Be Our Guest. And this week, he's going to play LeFou in our reading of Beauty and the Beast. And Tim, why is this one of your favorite movies?
I'm a goofball, so I love The Anchorman. I love all kinds of stupid, funny movies. But this movie coming right now is a little bit different. So sit back and enjoy.
All right, Tim, take it away. Thank you.
All right, here we go. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time. And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Yeah. Lonely river sigh, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time. And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. Oh, I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tim. All right, so I think we're all kind of getting the idea of what I'm doing here. And if you don't know what movie this is from, somebody is going to tell you in just a minute. I love going to the movies. I'm so sad I can't now. I love feeling emotions from movies. That's why I jumped at the opportunity to be able to MC this week. There's something about the nostalgia of those songs that elicits an emotional reaction. And I think even with all of the songs that everybody is singing tonight, we all have a little something that we hang on to. And most of us have seen these movies, I'm sure. And if you haven't, now we have other movies to go out and see. So our next cast member is Anna Vick, and she was last seen performing Feed the Birds and be our guest in the Price Family Craziness. And what is your favorite movie, Anna?
My favorite movie is The Princess Bride, and I just love quoting this movie, and Irina can attest to that. And it's just goofy. It's got action. It's got goofiness, and it's got romance. I mean, what could go wrong with the combination? So
it's got great music too. So if we
really
the song that goes along with the Princess Bride, the theme, if you hear it, you automatically stop and you listen, because it does tell that lovely story that we all want in life. So, Anna, what are you going to sing tonight?
I am going to be singing My Heart Will Go On from the Titanic.
So I have to tell you that when Titanic came out, I think I was 13. I don't know if you were even alive yet. So I'm super excited that you are going to pay homage to this movie that was part of my culture growing up. So I will stop taking up your time and go ahead, Anna.
Okay. Get it going here. Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you. Go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you. Go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime, and never let go till we're gone. Love was when I loved you one true time. I hope to in my life will always go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. heart will go on and on. You're here. There's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on. We'll stay forever this way. You are safe in my heart, and my heart will go on and
Good job, Anna. Thank you so much. So our next cast member, I'm going to go ahead and call him on screen, on stage early. Lee, could you please go ahead and show us your face? So I asked all of our cast members to go ahead and tell me their favorite movies. Lee, you are like me. You have a favorite movie for every genre. And I was so excited when I saw this list because there's so many different things, including this one, which I thought was the perfect one to add here to introduce you. So you were last seen performing Gaston in our Disney Cabaret, and you have, what is your history with movies? Are you one of the guys who likes to go to the movies, listen to podcasts, or review movies, or that kind of stuff?
I don't. Other than if people will call me and say, "What'd you think of a movie?" That's the only reviewing I do. I fell in love with movies at a very young age. The first movie I remember seeing, and this used to be an annual event back in the day, way back in the day, was Wizard of Oz. They used to play it every year on Thanksgiving when I was a kid. And that's the first movie I remember seeing and just being like, wow, what is all this? And I was, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, somewhere in that range. And that really started a lifelong love of film, and all film really. I mean, there's very few films that I can't watch and say, oh, I like something about it. Cinematography, lighting, costume, set, something I will usually find to zoom in on and enjoy.
I love the fact that you can break it down like that. And I think Wizard of Oz is one of those for all of us that we have something attached to. Now, you're going to sing a song from a movie that I've never seen before, and now I feel like I need to go see it. Go ahead and tell us why you are singing this particular song, and then take it away.
Well, first of all, primarily the reason I'm singing it is because it's a Gershwin. And in my opinion, George Gershwin was the best songwriter of the first half of the 20th century. This was from a movie he did in Hollywood called Shall We Dance? It was an Astaire Rogers film, one of their 9. I've seen it, but I don't really remember it because it's been a while. But this is They Can't Take That Away From Me. And on the piano will be my darling wife, Valerie. The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. No, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off key, the way you haunt my dreams. No, they can't take that away from me. We may never meet again on the bumpy road to love. Still, I'll always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way you changed my life. No, no, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me. We may never, never meet again on the bumpy road to love. Still, I'll always, always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way you changed my life. No, no, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you, Lee. Up next, this is one of my favorite movies. My kids right now want to play Clue all the time. If you haven't seen it, you need to go stop, drop, and roll when you're done and go watch this movie. Tammy Cook, please come to the stage for us. Tammy was our MC last week, and I am so excited to see you here singing for us. Tell us what made you choose this particular song?
Well, when I went to college, I was kind of a late bloomer. I was 26. And so all of my colleagues were regular college age. And one of the girls was shocked that I had never seen the movie Newsies as much as I like musicals and stuff. And so it quickly became a favorite. And every road trip, we had the cassette and we would have a concert in the car and all of that stuff. I have a fairly low voice and a lot of girl music is hard for me. So I always loved this one because I could sing everything. And the interesting thing is though, when I went back to start to, practice it for tonight, I started listening to the lyrics and I went, oh, this is so appropriate for right now and everything we're going with. So number one, I hope everybody sings along because I love the Newsies. It's a great movie. And number two, listen to the lyrics because it's kind of crazy how appropriate it is.
Well, take it away, Tammy.
Thank you. Maybe. There we go. Open the gates and seize the day. Don't be afraid and don't delay. Nothing can break us, no one can make us give our rights away. Arise and seize the day. Now is the time to seize the day. Send out the call and join the fray. Wrongs will be righted if we're united. Let us seize the day. Friends of the friendless, seize the day. Raise up the torch and light the way. Proud and defiant, we'll slay the giant. Let us seize the day. Liberty Day. to sun. One for all and all for one. Open the gates and seize the day. Don't be afraid and don't delay. Nothing can break us, no one can make us give our rights away. Neighbor to neighbor, father to son. One for all and all for one. Thank you.
Yay, thank you, Tammy. I love that song. I was standing here grooving to it because Newsies hold so much for me. My brother, it was his favorite movie when we were kids. So, you know, it's one of those that now I go back with my kids. My son puts on his Newsie hat and he says, I'm a Newsie, and throws a bag over his shoulder, and he has a really good time with it. Our next guest has done, she has a long list of stuff that she's done with us, but she was last seen in our Disney Cabaret performing it the first time in forever. And she also recently played Marcy in our reading of the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. She and I did Fun Home together, which was a blast. She has so much talent. Today, she is going to be singing a song that is so vital to where we are now in acceptance of ourselves, of our image, and every human being around us. So Lauren Armstrong, could you please come to our virtual stage and tell us what is inspiring about this song for you?
Oh, geez. I wasn't expecting that question. When I first saw this movie, I was like, wow, that song like really stands out, and anybody can connect to it in some way. Like there's always something we're going through and always something that, you know, we can connect with. And so I was probably working through some things at the time, and it just kind of spoke to me, and I wanted to show the world who I am and that I don't care what others think of me. And it's still that way, and no one should ever care what others think of you because everyone is amazing in their own way. So
well, then I challenge you, the next time I hear you sing, it's got to be I'd Rather Be Me from Mean Girls the Musical, because that is another one that gives us the same message. I remember watching this movie for the first time, and I was in tears, because The Greatest Showman is your favorite. I was in tears within 30 seconds of the movie starting. I don't know how you felt, but the whole movie had great music and great messages, and I cannot wait to hear you sing this song. So it's all yours, Lauren.
Thank you. I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words want to cut me down, gonna stand afloat, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me.
She was last seen in our Disney Cabaret singing A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes. And she's playing a bunch of characters in our upcoming reading of Beauty and the Beast. Last week was full of Beauty and the Beast, so it kind of is great that we were able to have this be our next production. So, Amanda Jones, why don't you come on the screen here for me? What movie is this?
Pride and Prejudice.
She loves Pride and Prejudice. Confession, I've never seen it.
What?
What? I'm the worst person ever. But what I am going to say is I know what it's like to stumble out of bed and tumble to the kitchen. So could you please sing us some 9 to 5?
I will. So 9 to 5 is a movie that I remember seeing when I was probably in middle school. And I just remember like these 3 just amazing actresses up on that screen. Dolly was just everything that beauty could be. And Lily Tomlin pushing that dead body on that stretcher through the hospital was the funniest thing I had ever seen. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to go see that movie. I am being joined with this song by my daughter, something like that, Gabby Jones. And here you go. Here is 9 to 5. Stumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the street, the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taken and no giving. They just use your life. They never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it 9 to 5. For service and devotion, you would think that I would deserve a fair promotion. Move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. They let you dream, watching Saturday just to put on the boss man's ladder, but you got dreams they'll never take away. You're in the same boat with a lot of your friends, waiting for the day that your ship will come in and the tide's gonna turn and tongue and rule your way. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5. They've got you where they want you. There's a better life, and you think about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game, no matter what they call it, and you spend your life putting money in your pocket. 9 to 5, what a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. Thank you.
Yay! So, Amanda, who is next to you? You did not introduce your buddy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I had. This is my daughter, 11-year-old Gabriella Jones, goes by Gabby.
Well,
She's
I
my
am so
partner, my
excited.
biggest
I think I
adventure.
saw you last week peering over the couch at your mother as she was singing, which was adorable. And I was like, who is that child? What is that child doing? What is she watching her mama like that for? And now you're here, and I am so excited to have you. Please come back and sing. You have a lovely voice. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
So we have me picking out another background here for everybody, just because I think it's fun to be able to see the kinds of movies that people like. And our next guest, Ana Maria Cristina, is she's a big fan of this lady behind me. I love this lady. This might be one of my favorites. I think we all have a good laugh. A lot of us grew up with this movie.
Yeah.
So much fun. God, I miss Robin Williams
so much.
Why? Too many gone too soon. But Anna Maria, you were last year in our Disney Cabaret singing Great Spirits. Yes. But you and I last week we got married.
Yes, we did.
We got married last week.
We did.
In Last Value, which was hilarious. Go watch it because it's only for my man makeup. Let's go there. I did not wear man makeup tonight. I want you to know. I pulled a Mrs. Doubtfire, only it was a Mrs. So, can you please tell us what song you're singing and why you love it so much?
Yes, so I'm singing Mrs. Robinson by Simon and Garfunkel. And I chose this because I wanted to explore. I've been mostly singing musical theater, Disney, and I wanted to use the movie's theme as an opportunity to go into my more radio music tastes, which I grew up on a lot of the music that my parents grew up on. And this song is known from the movie The Graduate from 1967, which I haven't actually watched, but just because I know so much about the band, I know that even though they were already famous, like this song being in the movie really like launched them into being like the musical legends that we know now. And this I think was one of the first Simon and Garfunkel songs that I heard, and I was like, this is different and interesting, and I like it, and I just listened to all the CDs and cassettes that my parents had, and here we are.
Well, go ahead and give us some Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah. Dee 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 dee. Do 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 do. Dee 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 dee. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. We'd like to know a little bit about you for our files. We'd like to help you learn to help yourself. Look around you, all you see are sympathetic eyes. Stroll around the grounds until you feel at home. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hide it in a hiding place where no one ever goes. Put it in your pantry with your cupcakes. Just a Robinson's affair. Most of all, you've got to hide it from the kids. Cuckoo-ca-choo, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Sitting on a sofa on a Sunday afternoon. Going to the candidates' debate. Laugh about it, shout about it when you've got to choose. Every way you look at it, you lose. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? Our nation turns its lonely eyes to you. Woo, woo, woo. What's that you say, Mrs. Robinson? Jolting Joe has left and gone away. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Oop, that's it.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
That was fun. I love that song. It's perfect for your voice. So we have another young guest who's going to be singing with us. And everybody's young as far as I'm concerned. So you could be 5 or 95 and you're going to be young at heart if you're doing something as fun as we are right now. Emma Brooks she will be playing Babette in our upcoming reading of Beauty and the Beast. If you don't know who Babette is, as far as a character, she is the little feather duster that flirts with Lumiere. Makes me so happy. But Emma and I have something very important in common. Emma, can you please come to the stage for me?
Hi.
You know who you and I have in common? This hunk right there. There is no Disney movie, well, except for The Princess and the Frog, there is no Disney movie that I love as much as Hercules. And I don't know what about it is the best thing. What is your favorite part about it?
I just love the music, and I was a big Greek mythology kid, and that was just what kicked me into it. I mean, I read all the Rick Riordan books, Percy Jackson, all that. So that just kind of like kickstarted it, and the music is so groovy and something that I hadn't heard before, and yeah, it was.
There's something about those muses that just speaks to you and makes you want to belt like nothing else. But you're not going to belt for us tonight. I mean, you might, but you're singing Never Enough from The Greatest Showman. So please go ahead and give us a little intro if you want and take it away.
I learned this song back this winter. My school had a talent show, and that was one that I figured would be like a good showstopper because I've never really done anything with my big girl voice before. So this is something that I had up my sleeve, and I just decided to pull because it's a really beautiful song, and it makes me happy to sing and to hear. So. Hold my breath, let it stay this. Can't let it end. You set off a dream in me, getting loud. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold, to these hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me. Oh, shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough.
still too little. These hands could help the world, but it'll never be enough. Never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never, never, never enough, never, never, never enough for me, for me, for me.
Yay! Thank you. Oh my gosh, doing this makes me smile so much. I love emceeing. It's one of my favorite things in the entire world because I get to stand here and be goofy and comment on everything. And it's just so much fun. Our next group, I'm going to say group, but it's really a duo. Now, you would think that with how much these two are involved in all of these online productions that we're doing in our group, you would think there were 5 of them, maybe 6. I don't know how many dogs they have, but that might balance it out. But the Jablonskis, please, Joseph and Tabitha, please come to our stage. Now, behind me, you don't see La La Land anymore. What you see is the only Star Wars movie to ever matter. And can disappear. But this is the only one. It's literally Space Cowboys. Not the movie Space Cowboys, but it's fabulous. It's got a starting and an ending. It's got fabulous music. It has newer actors that we don't see doing this stuff in their past history. It's a great one. So, Joseph, you were last seen singing Go the Distance, where you put in a little bit of your own poetry, which was fabulous. And now that you know that I love Hercules, you know I was sitting there going, yes! And Tabitha, she was last seen singing about, a half hour ago, but really she sang last week and she sang Mother's Knows Best in our Disney Cabaret. You have both given us such a gift with this group you've created. I don't know if you guys know how special you are, but I really hope this next song does not speak the truth about anything. So without any more of me talking, Tabitha and Joseph, please take it away.
Thank you. And like I say, without people like all of you and Irina, it would just be me being sad, putting on shows in my head, which I have done. So you should see the ones in my head. But anyway, so I think this is the first time we're singing in front of people together.
Is it really?
I think so.
Yeah.
So this one is from this.
What a song to start on.
I know. This one is from the same movie that Lee sang from when he did that's our song. When he did They Can't Take That Away From Me. It's Shall We Dance, and it's Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, and they have this cute duet in the movie called Let's Call the Whole Thing Off. And I've always found it really funny, and it's just a really funny, like, lighthearted couple bickering song. So do you have anything else to say, or do we just start?
Yeah, let's just start.
All right, so we're excited.
Ah.
And our thing just fell. We're good.
Don't fall. You say either, and I say either. You say neither, and I say neither.
Either.
Either.
Neither.
Neither. Let's call the whole thing off.
You like potato and I like potato. You like tomato and I like tomato.
Potato.
Potato.
Tomato.
Tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. But oh, if we call the whole thing off, then we must part. And oh, if we ever part, then
Absolutely.
Let's call the whole thing off.
You say laughter, and I say laughter. You say after, and I say after.
Laughter
Laughter,
after.
after. Let's call the whole thing off.
You like vanilla and I like vanilla. You sarsaparilla and I sarsaparilla.
Vanilla,
Vanilla,
chocolate.
strawberry. Let's call the whole thing off. But oh, if we call the whole thing off, then we must part. And oh, if we ever part, then that might break my heart. So if you go for oysters and I go for oysters, I'll order oysters and cancel the oysters. For we know we need each other, so we better call the calling off. Let's call the whole thing off. Thank you.
Yay, thank you so much. I do want to introduce everybody to our guest MC. If anybody didn't know, I have 5 cats. There have been 4 of them in this room while we're in the process of this. She's very angry with me because I haven't fed her yet, but she's gonna go away. And we are going to introduce Miss Haley Katerina, and she is going to be singing one of my favorite songs from a movie, but she has such a different favorite movie. Girl, I've never seen this movie. I don't even know what's going on, but I'm terrified and I want to watch it.
Well, let me just quickly show you like how much I actually love this movie.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome. I love it. So
Yeah.
you last came, and last week was your first performance with us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you made me cry. I'm just going to put it out there. You made me cry. So last week you sang Waving Through the Window at our apartment, not last week, the week before, in our Miscast Cabaret. And you did a couple of parts in our reading of Our Town. But today you're going to play my favorite redhead and sing That's How You Know from Enchanted. So if you want to give yourself a little introduction and tell us why you picked this song.
Okay. So I love Disney. I know everybody loves Disney. I couldn't be a part of the Disney Cabaret, and I was like, well, great, movies. So Enchanted is probably one of my favorite Disney movies. I think Giselle, who's the princess, is just one of the most down-to-earth princesses. And so I love her so much, and I love this song. So I'm going to give it a whirl here. So yeah, I'm going to just get set up. Here we go. It's not enough to take the one you love for granted. You must remind her or she'll be inclined to say, how do I know he loves me? How do I know he's mine? Well, does he leave a little note to tell you you are on his mind? Sending yellow flowers when the sky is gray. Hey, he'll find a new way to show you a little bit every day. That's how you know. That's how you know he's your love. You've got to show her you need her. Don't treat her like a mind reader. Each little something to lead her to believe you love her. Everybody wants to live happily ever after. Everybody wants to know that true love is true. How do I know he loves me? do I know he's mine? Does he take you out dancing just so he can hold you close? Dedicate a song with words meant just for you. Ooh, he'll find his own way to tell you with the little things he'll do. That's how you know. That's how you know he's your love. He's your love. That's how you know he loves you. That's how you know he's true. Because he'll wear a favorite color just so he can match your eyes. Rent a private picnic by the fire's glow. Oh, his heart will be yours forever. Something every day will show. That's how you know. 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 That's how you know he's your love. That's how you know. That's how you know he's your love. Yay!
Yeah.
Fun.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun. Yay.
Kind of fun. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Anytime, any week, come back. All right. So our next guest is one of my favorite little munchkins. I know her personally. I like to give her hugs and pick on her dad because, let's face it, he's funny. But Retta has inherited talent from both of her parents, Rachel and Chris Short. Retta, dear, you are singing a song from your favorite movie, right? Which is what?
Anastasia.
Anastasia. I'm so excited. And you were in one of our first musical readings, right? You were in South Pacific with us. We had a lot of fun with that, right? So I want you to tell me, why is Anastasia your favorite movie?
I really like that she doesn't need a man to help her find about her past.
Ooh, that's girl power right there. Well, go ahead and sing Once Upon a December from Anastasia for us, honey.
Dancing bears, painted wings, things I almost remember, and a song someone sings once upon a December. Someone holds me safe and warm, horses prance through a silver storm, figures dancing gracefully across my memory. Anastasia is a determined orphan, driven to overcome the loss of her childhood memories and eager to discover the truth about her past. Someone holds me safe and warm, horses prance through a silver storm, figures dancing gracefully across
way of this. This is our next artist. Thank you, Retta. We'll see you later. Our next artist has a favorite movie. It just came out. If you wanted to know, Nancy Tickner is not throwing away her shot. She is going to take a chance to read us some poetry. Nancy, could you please come to the floor? I am so excited that this is your favorite movie.
Yeah, I have a ton of favorite movies, but given that I just, watched it a couple of days ago, I just love it, love it, love it.
Oh, good. It does tell us a story. It tells us a different story. Everybody should definitely go do some research and see, learn more. The story of Hamilton is more than what is shown in the musical. And, it is still controversial, even though, we have all of these wonderful teachings that we're learning about him. It opens a discussion for a lot of things right now. So did you write the poetry you're reading today?
No, I tend to not write poetry, but I am a voracious reader of poetry, and I absolutely love to read poetry aloud.
So you also came up with the idea for today's performance. And with poetry, where did you pull poetry from for this production?
Well, it was trickier than I thought it would be, actually. I was inspired by one poem that I have read aloud to other poetry readings I've been a part of that I just adore. And I thought, I'm sure I can find other poems that will also reflect a sense of cinema. But it really was hard to find one more, and I'm bending the rules a little bit. To me, when I read the poem I'm going to start with, it felt very cinematic, and felt very film noirish, but it's not technically a movie, except in my head it is.
You know what? There's a song about that called "The Movie in My Mind" from Miss Saigon. We all have those moments. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go ahead and read your poetry for us, and then we will see Miss Hannah Butler.
Okay, I have two poems to share tonight. The first one, as I mentioned, feels film noir-y, or kind of like looking at an Edward Hopper painting, perhaps. It's called "Through the Window of an All-Night Restaurant" by Nicholas Christopher. Across from the gas station, a bus stopped every 10 minutes under a blue street light and discharged a single passenger, never more than one, a one-armed man with a cane, a girl in red leather, a security guard carrying his lunchbox. They stepped into the light, looked left, then right, and disappeared. Otherwise, the street was empty, the wind off the river gusting paper and leaves. Then the payphone near the bus stop started ringing. For 5 minutes it rang until another bus pulled in and a couple stepped off, their hats pulled down low. The man walked up the street, but the woman hesitated, then answered the phone and stood frozen with the receiver to her ear. The man came back for her, but she waved him away. And at that moment, her hat blew off and skidded down the street. The man followed it, holding his own hat, and the woman began talking into the phone. And she kept talking, the wind tossing her hair wildly. And the man never returned, and no more buses came after that. And the second one that I have for tonight is called "Another Plot Cliche" by Rebecca Hoogs. So you have to imagine a high-speed car chase and a sheet of glass. Those are the two characters in this poem. My dear, you are the high-speed car chase, and I'm the sheet of glass being carefully carried across the street by two employees of Acme Moving, who have not parked on the right side because the plot demands that they make the perilous journey across traffic. And so they are cursing, as rehearsed, as they angle me into the street, acting as if they intend to get me to the department store, as if I will ever take my place as the display window, ever clear the way for a special exhibit at Christmas, or be Windexed once a day, or even late at night be pressed against by a couple who can't make it back to his place. And so they angle me into the street, a bright lure, a provocative claim, their teaser. And indeed, you can't resist my arguments, fatally flawed though they are. So you come careening to butt and rebut. You come careening, you being both cars, both chaser and chased, both good and bad, both done up with bullets that haven't yet done you in. I know I'm done for. There's only one street on this set, and you've got a stubborn streak a mile long. I can smell the smoke already. No matter. I'd rather shatter than be looked through all day. So come careening. I know you've other cliches to hammer home. Women with groceries to send spilling, canals to leap as the bridge is rising. And me, I am so through. I've got 1,000 places to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. I'm always so excited when we see something that's, not somebody singing. Mind you, I love to sing. I love all of us singing, and we all bring something for everybody to enjoy. But it's fun to have. You've done poetry for us. Joe has done poetry for us. It's great. I would like to challenge anybody watching this to present us with a monologue next week, because I think that would be fun too. Thank you so much, Nancy. I hope we get to see you next week.
All right, take care.
Our next guest, who I have to apologize for because I skipped her. I am not perfect, I am human, but Hannah Butler, she recently played Olive in our reading of the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. And this is the movie that she picked a song from. This movie kills me every time I watch it. It's beautiful, it's sad, but it is gorgeous in the way that the story comes together. And I am really looking forward to hearing you sing this song, because it's one of those movie openers that just takes your breath away. Hannah, you have the stage.
Hello. While I do absolutely love The Last 5 Years, my absolute favorite show, like movie of all times, is actually Legally Blonde. May or may not have a slight obsession with Elle, like maybe just a little.
I'm going to come back and apologize, because I meant to put that picture up there and I did not, but God love Elle.
I love Elle so much. So yeah, I have a slight obsession. But I will go ahead and sing. Jamie is older and Jamie is gone. Jamie's decided it's time to move on. Jamie has new dreams he's building upon. And I'm still hurting. Jamie arrived at the end of the line. Jamie's convinced that the problems are mine. Jamie's probably feeling just fine. And I'm still hurting. What about lies, Jamie? What about things that you swore to be true? What about you, Jamie? What about you? Jamie is sure something wonderful died. Jamie decides it's his right to decide. Jamie's got secrets he doesn't confide. And I'm still hurting. Go and hide and run away. Run away. Run and find something better. Go and ride the sun away. Run away. Like it's simple. Like it's right. Give me your day, Jamie. Bring back the lies hanging at the wall. Maybe I'd see how you could be so certain that we have no chance at all. Jamie is over, and where can I turn? Covered with scars I did nothing to earn. Maybe there's somewhere a lesson to learn. But that wouldn't change the fact. That wouldn't speed the time. Once the foundation's cracked and I'm still hurting. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sorry, my video is being weird. So up next we have Rachel Short. She has performed with us several times in some of our shows, in our cabarets, and she and I, we share a favorite movie. It's not my like diehard favorite, but I'm going to tell you a story because I know you will appreciate it, Rachel. So my husband and I, when we first met, we did this show, which was fun. But this particular picture of this amazing man in Singing in the Rain hung in my mom's hospital locker for 20 years because he meant so much to her. Now, my mom is blind, so she can't even sit and watch the movie now, but this guy meant the world to her. And I'm so excited that it's one that you chose as well. I know Lee said that it was one of his favorites, that it's his favorite musical movie. What about Singing in the Rain is so wonderful for you?
Everything. Gene Kelly singing and dancing, beautiful. It's got such a great story with great music and great dancing. So it's just the perfect movie musical because of that. But even even all the little characters are fantastic. It's some movie musicals, you're like, well, this is a great scene, this Astaire number is great, but Gene Kelly is great in a lot, but Singing in the Rain, every moment of it is fantastic. And you have people who are just in a scene and they're still standout. So I love it. I've seen it now with my kids. I got to do it, and it was just a fun, great musical. So many of everyone else's favorites, the trolley song, like that was so great. All of these, Anastasia was one of my favorites. Hercules, Dimitri's, not Disney, but if he was Disney, I'd have to give Herc a run for his money.
Well, I'm excited that we kind of share some of those same views and we can kind of bring around. Last week, you performed Razzle Dazzle Day at our Disney Cabaret. You've performed in what? Fun Home, and what else have you done?
Hello, Dolly.
Hello, Dolly.
Yeah.
And I look forward to seeing all of our castmates and more. I hope that we get to see you in some more coming up soon as well. But you're going to sing What Can You Lose from Dick Tracy, another great movie that people seem to have forgotten about. So it is your turn, ma'am.
Well, I couldn't forget about it. After growing up on musicals and Disney, this was the first PG movie I ever saw. So it was kind of exciting, and there was great music in it. And then I said, oh, that is Sondheim, and Mandy Patinkin's pretty cool too. So this song is not like Razzle Dazzle. It's not very uplifting. It's a hard decision. Do you tell somebody you love them or not? So it's a beautiful song, and I'm going to attempt to play Sondheim and sing it for you tonight. But if my daughter was brave enough, I'm going to do it too. So here is What Can You Lose from Dick Tracy. What can you lose? Only the blues. Why keep concealing everything you're feeling? Say it to him. What can you lose? Maybe it shows he's had clues which he chose to ignore. Maybe though he knows and just wants to go on as before, as a friend, nothing more. So he closes the door. Well, if he does, those are the blues. Once the words are spoken, something may be broken. Still you love him. What can you lose? But what if he goes? At least now you have part of him. What if he had to choose? Leave it alone. Hold it all in. Better a bone. Don't even begin with so much to win. There's too much to lose.
Yay! Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.
Up next, we are going to welcome Heather Presley, who she has a good favorite movie. This guy right here, who pretty much established, what we think of as, classic part of classic rock. Heather, come to the stage. So Bohemian Rhapsody. We always love a little Freddie Mercury in my house because who doesn't? And you're going to be singing Mamma Mia from Mamma Mia, correct?
Yes.
Oh, and you were last seen performing in our family cabaret singing Mama Who Bore Me. So I'm excited by this. You've got the hair for this Mama stuff too. It's going to be great. All right.
Thank you.
Go ahead and take the stage.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. I was cheated by you, and I think you know when. So I made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I'll forget everything. Whoa, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I miss you. Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma Mia, now I really know. My, I should not have let you go. I was angry and sad when I knew we were through. I can't count all the times I have cried over you. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I'll forget everything. Whoa, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I miss ya. Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma Mia, now I really know. My, I should not have let you go. Thank you.
Thank you. That was wonderful. Okay, so we are moving right along tonight. It is only 8:22. And there is this movie up next on the favorite movies list. I had several people with doubles of favorite movies. Sorry, my camera's being all weird. This was one of them, but The Princess Bride was one of them. So I had to kind of pick. So Spaceballs, which I confess I have never seen fully. So I probably need to sit down and do that since I am a movie lover. But Emma, you were last seen in our Disney Cabaret performing Let It Go, and you're going to be doing a couple of characters in our reading of Beauty and the Beast. Now, I do have to say, and for Emma, The Princess Bride was the first movie she told me, and Spaceballs was the second. But we all love Princess Bride, and if you don't speak. Just walk.
Yeah.
But you're going to be singing Look What I Found from A Star Is Born.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and take it away for us.
Yeah, so, I mean, I love a bunch of movies. I'm also obsessed with Disney, so this was a very hard choice for me to pick my favorite movie. But Princess Bride was probably like one of the first comedies, and Spaceballs as well. Like, I watched those for the first time around the same time, so those have always had a special place in my heart. But anyway, this jam, I loved this movie so much, and Lady Gaga is one of my favorite singers, so you know what? Sing along at home. Here it is. Look what I found from A Star Is Born.
I can't get back up on my feet, see the lights on the streets like stars. But look what I found. Look what I found. Another piece of my heart just laying on the ground. Under the foggy day, I'm looking for a light. And my only friend is working tonight. I can't get myself out of bed, hear these voices in my head like a song. But look what I found, somebody who loves me. Look what I found, somebody who carry around a piece of my heart, just laying on the ground. When I met you, I was blown to pieces, heart all over the floor. Ever since you brought me back together, can't believe it, won't believe it, look what you found. Yeah, baby, look what I found. Someone who will carry around a piece of my heart. Look what I found. Look what I found. Someone who loves me. Look what we found. Somebody who carry around a piece of my heart, just laying on the ground. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. That was great. All right. So behind me, you are going to see two goofy looking characters. These are trolls. There are two gentlemen that are going to be singing for you. And I think I kind of know them. I'm not sure. They kind of live with me. This guy, I don't know why I married him. Andrew and Jamie Price, my husband and my son, are going to be singing I Can Only Imagine from the movie I Can Only Imagine. Jamie was last seen performing A Whole New World and Be Our Guest at our Disney Cabaret. And Andrew was last seen performing A Million Dreams in our Dreams Cabaret. I think that was our first cabaret. So kind of fun. I love the fact that there are multiple families that join in for these events. I know Lauren Armstrong's mom has sung. I know we've had siblings. Tim Price is my husband's brother. So it's fun that we can all, use this as a family gathering type thing too. So I'm going to step aside and let these two gentlemen serenade you, and then I will be back.
Hello, hello, hello. All right, let's see if we can figure this. Of course, that turned.
I have rosy cheeks.
You have rosy cheeks.
They very rosy.
All right, we're gonna have to turn off the background though, because, or else Andrew's gonna disappear.
Yeah, I'm going to disappear.
So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Hey, and you can see our pink room.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right, so without further ado, here we go.
Only imagine what it would be like when I walk by your side. I can only imagine what my eyes will see when your face is before me. I can only imagine. Yeah. Surrounded by your glory, What will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine when that day comes and I find myself standing in the sun. I can only imagine when all I will do is forever, forever worship you. I can only imagine, yeah, I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine, yeah. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Yeah. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine when all I will do is forever, forever worship you. I can only imagine. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, gentlemen. This laundry room is not large enough for all of us. So that was our finale. I'm going to let Tabitha jump on and say a few words here, and then I'm going to send everybody off.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for, I figured it out, was our fifth. It was our fifth cabaret. Thank you everyone for joining us for our fifth cabaret. Just a cute little announcement for what our next cabaret is for next week. It actually was brought by Colin Willis, who's done a bunch of stuff with us in a bunch of our cabarets, and she's been in our readings too. You might remember her. She did cool, like, dance/gymnastics tricks that were like different, which was awesome. So Colin brought this up a couple of weeks ago, and Colin said villains, and then someone else said princesses. So that's why I thought of Disney, and that's why we came up with the Disney thing. But then someone brought up to me that just musical theater villain/antagonists would be fun. So next week we're doing musical theater villains. And Irina brought up a good point. It could be a villain monologue. That's awesome too. But I'm just thinking about a lot of cool musical theater villains, some of them which have been in our readings. Like I'm thinking Judd Fry in Oklahoma. We have Gaston coming up. So it could be Disney. It could also be something more subtle hero like Regina George or any of the Heathers or Miss Trunchbull or anything like that. So I'm gonna make it general and just say musical theater antagonist, which is anyone trying to get into the hero's way, literally anyone in Sweeney Todd. So any of your favorite musical theater antagonists, we'll be exploring that and get our evil on next week. And Irita, please take us out.
So I am really big into being able to dismiss everybody and say thank you to them. But because this was my first time emceeing something like this, I thought I'd go back to something that's not a movie because I felt like I had to get a little singing in there. So I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time you have to say so long.